Morning, everybody. Dave here. Back with another installment of Powered by Dave. Now, what are we going to do today? Well, we'll try not to be angry. You know why? I got a freaking flat. Not happy about it. So, what am I going to do? Teach y'all how to plug a tire. Let's do it. Well, as you can see, I walked out this morning, ready to go about my business. And I got a completely flat tire. So, what do? Obviously, I've picked up a nail on the road or something somewhere, and luckily, I'm at the safety of my home and not on the side of the highway, so I don't have to worry about getting run over. But first thing we need to do is figure out what the heck we ran over. Now, typically, you can just kind of run your hand over the tire. It's going to be pretty obvious, you know, what you might have picked up, because usually it'll still be poking out the tire a little bit. But as in this case, I don't feel or see anything out of the ordinary. So it is probably on the bottom half of the tire. So I'm gonna have to start the truck, give her one good rotation, or half rotation should I say, and then check the top side. Right back with you. Oh, well now, if that ain't a road hazard, I don't know what is. So, all right, now it's easier to spot this with a friend, but I'm doing this alone. So I'm gonna turn the wheel to the left and try to get this joker up, or actually I could turn it to the right. Either way, if you can poke the tire out, right, and then get this up right where you can aim at it, that makes it a heck of a lot easier to plug, because otherwise you're trying to go inside the fender well and that just don't work out too well. So let's move the truck. That right there is about perfect, because we're going straight right there with this plug. Now, hopefully, this is the only spot that I have to worry about. What are you gonna need? You're gonna need a plug kit. One of these right here. You can pick them up, O'Reilly, Walmart. Harbor Freight even has one for like $4. It's cheap insurance. Keep one in your car. This is one of the nice ones with the nice T handles on it. Trust me, you're gonna want it. Comes with a couple plugs, right? This is good enough for, you know, 5 plugs on this set. So you got your rasp in here, and you got your actual plug tool. So let me show you how to use it. So you got your plugs, right? So you got your rasp, which is a fairly good sized bolt. Might not even need this for much. And you have your plug tool, right? Now, the only other thing you need occasionally, this one's actually, since it's a screw, might be pretty easy to get out, but you got to get the old criminal element out of your tire here, right? So a pair of pliers, sometimes depending on what it is, like if it's a nail, it's easier just to push it through, right? With this one still having a big head on the back side of that screw, I'm gonna have to pull that joker. I got these, that'll be good enough. That's all she wrote. One little stupid screw. Look at that. Look at that little bitty joker. That's all it takes. Now you can see what it left us with, right? Nice big chunk in the tire. Now, this tire is already flat. Now, if you're stuck on the side of the road and you run this same situation and your tire is not completely flat, but only, let's say, a little low, you just happen to notice it, and you're trying to fix a slow leak. Well, when you pull that object out, it's going to let loose the air in the tire as well. So typically, when you pull that guy out, you're going to want to have your rasp ready, because it's going to plug that hole right back up. So this tire has no air in it, so it's going to actually be a little harder than normal. But what you want to do is basically clean that hole, because these plugs are a lot easier to push in the bigger the hole is. So if we read on the instructions here, what does it recommend? It says to probe and clean the injury channel with a probing tool. Well, it's not very specific. And we'll take one of these plugs out. And these are literally like bubble gum, right? These are not the ones that they use at the tire shop. You know, the ones at the tire shop are typically metal, and they hold up a hell of a lot better. Not only that, but this is not the recommended way to actually fix a tire. The right way, especially on one like this, since it is dead center in the middle of the tire just about, you know, if you could take this to a tire shop, they'll remove the tire from the rim, sand down the inner area, remove what's left of this bubblegum plug, and put a proper patch on the inside, right? So this is should be considered a temporary fix until you can get this to a tire shop to actually have it repaired correctly. So let's keep going. What you'll have to do is take one of the plugs, right, and put it inside of the tool, the plug tool. Usually have to flatten the end out a little bit, right, and get this joker started. And we'll pull it on through right about halfway like that, and then pull it back so you can see where we're going with this. So now this is going to go in there. So pull the rasp, get this started. Like I say, with no air in the tire, this is actually going to be a little harder than it would be if it was slightly inflated. So there we go. And that's it. You want to leave about ½ an inch outside of the tire. You don't want to push this all the way through, right? So leave about ½ an inch out, just like this, and then slowly pull your tool back out. There we go. And she's plugged. It is ideal to cut these down to about flush, or about 1/8 of an inch from the tread height. Good to go. Next thing is, just put some air in it, check for leaks. There you go. Yeah, right about 32 psi. Don't hear any hissing, right? Which is usually a big indicator, especially of a big leak. Is anything that's liquid. I got my coffee. Yep. No bubbles on that. We are good to go. All right, so there we go, folks. We are patched up, back on the road. Now, you might think to yourself, why would I need to know this? Well, I've got AAA. Or I've got some kind of roadside assistance. Yeah, well, that's great. If they can get to you in time. I've been stuck on the side of the road on I-40, 200 miles from Amarillo, Texas before, and let me tell you, AAA will not be there in 45 minutes. Especially if it's the dead of night and you are on the road by yourself, there is no way that you can rely on anyone else to get these things done for you. This is one of those life skills that when you need it, and you're going to want to know these things. I try to help. That's the whole point of this channel. I like to fix things, and I like to be self-reliant, and I would hope everyone else would be too. So I hope y'all enjoyed watching. Mr. Rooster down here was nice and quiet for me today, for the most part. I couldn't believe it. Maybe he's just in a good mood. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, click on them buttons. Hope to see y'all soon. Thank you. How do you compete with that? Huh? You think I was filming or something? Y'all finished?